Dear all national leaders and government officials, leaders of international organisations, particularly the Secretary General of the United Nations, and officials at all levels, full and associate professors and researchers at universities and research institutes, CEOs of large companies, and all political, economic and intellectual elites. Honourable dear fellow Earthlings, hello everyone. Today I want to report to you a discovery that I have made, earth-shattering good news for all people on Earth. What kind of good news can be called earth-shattering? Allow me to put it in a bragging tone. If all the great achievements of natural science and technology since Isaac Newton are considered to be the results of the first scientific revolution, then I have discovered the most amazing news is that mankind is about to embark on a second revolution in science and technology, a human scientific revolution. The potential achievements will be no less than the great achievements of natural science and technology. In the field of material civilization, natural science and technology have already enabled mankind to make fabulous progress. In the field of social civilization, the second scientific revolution will also enable mankind to make fabulous progress. Human society will be much better and lovelier than it is now. According to the Celestine's prophecy, the first scientific revolution of mankind was to prepare for the second. It was to provide the material conditions, because what humans need most is to develop and evolve themselves. To be honest, it has been more than 30 years since I had a hazy feeling at first, and now I have made a mature discovery. I have not been able to believe that my discovery is true. If I really discovered that human beings understanding and reforming society can also become a science like human understanding of nature and the use of natural laws, then I'd be a great man like Newton and Einstein. I'm just an ordinary citizen, an associate professor at Renmin University of China. How can I become a great man? Besides, I know very well, if I openly talk about my discovery, most people would think I'm crazy or insane. For my personal brief introduction, please see my last video. But after more than 30 years of thinking about it, I've become more and more convinced that what I've discovered is true. After countless failures, I felt I could no longer continue to present my discovery in an indirect and roundabout way. I have to report my great discovery directly to all my fellow Earthlings and ask them to examine my discovery and to test it. I invite all those who do not believe in my discovery to challenge me and to engage me in a public debate competition. But please note one thing. In the course of a public debate contest, please use self-consistency as a fundamental criterion. No one can use his own knowledge, experience, or feeling to judge another person's point of view as right or wrong. The following is that I will give a brief introduction to the human scientific revolution from 8 aspects. 1. In fact, my discovery can be expressed in one sentence. What is the human science? I discovered it's a science that tries its best to find solutions to social problems in the form of a bidding competition. The key word is competition, science, do our best. The wise thought behind this discovery is that although it is impossible for mankind to solve all social problems at all times, we should at least create a scientific competition mechanism to do its best to find majority consensus on solutions to major social problems, especially man-made fatal problems. And to this end, I have created the first popular scientific tool for mankind to find majority consensus on solutions to social problems, the scientific bragging contest. See my second video for more on this tool. It is based on 7 laws of the science of understanding and reforming society. See my blog, fangsingheblogspot.com. Two, the relationship between natural science and human science is similar to that between Newton's absolute space-time physics and Einstein's theory of relativity, and similar to the relationship between general math and probability theory. The thinking way of natural sciences, except quantum mechanics, is either or, black or white, all or nothing, i.e. 0 or 1. The thinking way of human science is doing our best. It is the science of finding the maximum possibility or the maximum probability from the impossibilities of the past. It is a science that will raise the current 0.3 to 0.6 at once and make it continuously improved in the future. One of the hypotheses of the human scientific revolution is that, although mankind can never be perfect, they should at least ensure that most people get the greatest benefits in most cases, just like the formulation and maintenance of traffic rules. 3. How do I make sense of the complexity of social phenomena and social problems? Or how I have found a way to unravel the dead knots of the problems facing mankind today. See my first video, 3 great discoveries that will revolutionize the human race. 4. There are at least 2 extreme important necessities for mankind to carry out the second scientific revolution. One is that all the major problems facing mankind today have reached an unsolvable dead knots. If this situation continues, all human beings may become potential victims of a great man-made catastrophe, or even the common destruction of the entire human race. In this critical situation, if mankind is an intelligent and wise species, it would certainly create a science that would do its best to look for solutions to social problems. 2. Any complex organic system to operate sustainably over time must follow the principle of one-many harmony. The human scientific revolution have to solve this problem for mankind. See my first and 11th videos. 5. Why is it possible for human society to have a second scientific revolution? The fundamental reason is that human society is not only free of conflicts that must be fought to the death, and there is a common goal of sustainable survival and making life better. According to my 5th video on Are There 4 Fatal Mistakes in the Human Race? The ongoing Russo-Ukrainian war, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, the US-China conflict, etc. All of which are the huge human mistakes that never had to happen. Why are these mistakes happening? The reason are that we have wrong ideas on conflicts and don't have a scientific method to find majority consensus. Whether or not understanding and reforming society can become a science, it is the most important issue for human society today. If we can, finding solutions to man-made fatal problems or national and racial conflicts can become rational debate competitions. Mankind can turn many problems and conflicts which have been seen as bad things in the past into many opportunities for profit. But if the question is only discussed and argued about in general terms, it would be a waste of time, and it is impossible to arrive at scientific and useful results. The most effective approach to this question is to invite those who believe that understanding and reforming society can be a science and come up with a concrete plan. And everyone else came to challenge and to see if he or she can be self-consistency. I would like to be the first to be challenged. I invite all people to question, criticize, debate and contest all my videos and articles. 6. The second scientific and technological revolution of mankind is a revolution against the ignorance, prejudice, mistakes or stupidity of our ideas. It's a revolution in human self-improvement. The question that arises is whether human nature can be changed, and if so, to what extent and how. For more information on this point, please refer to the last part of the article, 7 Laws of the Science of Understanding and Reforming Society. 7. The human scientific revolution will bring 8 great benefits to all people on the earth. You see my next video, all the people of the earth are about to create and enjoy 8 great benefits. The topic of this video is too big and complex. There is absolutely no way that I can say everything that needs to be said. For example, how is it possible to reason about the human problems? Is it necessary and possible for mankind to come out of barbarism towards a reasonable society? Why do we have to take this way? To launch the scientific revolution of mankind? How is it that I can make such discoveries and others cannot? All of these questions need to be put forward for public debate and competition. In addition, this video is even less likely to make what is said immediately agreed by most people. And therefore, I ask all compatriots on earth to raise questions that should be said but not said in this video, and say what you don't agree with in it. Let us all believe in poker theory. Only in argument can the best ideas and decisions be born. Respectful, dear fellow earthlings, we are on the eve of a great age. All of us who are alive today will participate in the creation of this great age. This is a very lucky and very happy thing. Let's work together. For those who hope to create an Olympic global competitor on human issues with us, please contact fangsingheggmail.com. Thank you all